In a recent Instagram post, Harvey shared a video where an audience member asked him what she needed to do to secure a second date. In response, the comedian shared the advice he gives his daughters: let him see what he can get, but make him imagine what he can have. How much time do you want from me? What are your standards? What are your requirements? Because we rise to the occasion no matter how high you set the bar if we want to, he says. The problem is, women have stopped setting the bar high. Securing a second date is just one step towards building a long-lasting relationship like Harvey and his wife Marjorie. So how do you do it? Here are Harvey's top dating tips. 1. Pay attention to the way he introduces you. We are very protective. We mark our territory. If a man loves you, he is willing to profess it. He'll give you a title after a while. You're going to be his lady, his woman, his fiancée, his wife, his baby's mama, something, he says. According to Harvey, if you're still being introduced without a title after 6 months, you should be thinking, this is going nowhere. 2. Understand that every man has a plan. Men don't come up to you to just talk. We come up to you with a plan, he says. We are looking across the room at you, and we don't care about your hopes and dreams. We don't care about what your future holds. We saw something we wanted. 3. Men will rise to the occasion if they want to. From a male perspective, Harvey says he already knows what he wants from a woman, but often wonders what it will cost him. How much time do you want from me? What are your standards? What are your requirements? Because we rise to the occasion no matter how high you set the bar if we want to, he says. The problem is, women have stopped setting the bar high. 4. Men only want 3 things. According to Harvey, it all boils down to 3 things for men: support, loyalty, and sex, or as Harvey calls it, the cookie. We've got to have your support. Whatever adventure we're out on, whatever pursuit in life, we need your support. Then we need your loyalty. That's your love. We've got to know that you belong to us, he says. And we've got to have a cookie. Everybody likes cookies. That's the thing about a cookie. I like oatmeal raisin, but if you've got vanilla cream, I'll eat that too. 5. Decide what kind of fish you want to be. Although Harvey likens men to fishermen, he says women are actually the ones looking for a good catch. Finding a good man, according to Harvey, requires upping your standards. You've got sports fishermen, and you've got guys out there fishing to eat. You've got guys that are fishing to keep the fish, and you've got guys that are fishing to catch them, unhook them and throw them back, Harvey says. You've got to determine along the way which one of the fish you're going to be. If you don't want to end up back in the dating pool, you've got to quit lowering your standards, he says. Set your requirements up front so when a guy hooks you, he has to know this is business. 6. Don't let the man set the tone of the relationship. Remember, you've always had total control, and that shouldn't change just because you're in a relationship. With all that power, why do you suddenly relinquish this power just because you want a guy to accept you? That's stupid, he says. Say, look, if you want to be with me, this is what you got to do. This is what it takes to get to me. 7. Get to the point. Those 4 little words that women love, we need to talk, are frightening for men. Because men are fixers, not talkers, Harvey says it's better to get to the point. When you say, we need to talk, we put up the barriers, he says. I tell ladies, just sit down and strike up a conversation. 8. Avoid communicating over social media and text. You have nothing if you're texting a guy in a relationship, he says. We can text 6 women a minute. We can text it and push, reply all. I mean, since we're lying, we might as well lie to everybody. Harvey says chivalry isn't dead, you just have to have more face-to-face conversations. You've got to get a guy in your face. Look in his eyes. God has given you all this incredible thing called intuition. You've got to use that. Guys, Here you have Harvey's top dating tips. If you enjoyed this video, kindly subscribe, like, share and put on notification button to be the first to watch new videos.